farmers, got my arms up, but we covered in that armor, and we done made it. Y'all ain't hear me, but we made it. I ain't earned it, but I'll take it. Got that light inside of me that you don't need no eyes to see, and you can feel it, you can hear it when I say, hey, hey. Yeah, yeah. This is unfailing love. Yeah, yeah. That you would take my place. Oh, yeah. Take my place, take my place. Then you would bear my cross. Bear my cross, bear my cross. You laid down your life. Yeah. You laid down. That I would be set free. Set free, set free, set free. Whoa, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 25, verses 1 through 35.
Near the town of Carmel lived a wealthy man named Nabal.
Money, 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 always sunny, yeah, in a rich man's world, woo!
The world was not so sunny for anyone who had to be near Nabal, like his servants.
Our boss's picture is right here in the dictionary beside foolish person. See?
Nabal was also terribly rude.
You, bring me another leg of mutton.
What's wrong with this one?
It's touching those peas.
But you asked for peas.
I asked for tea, you blockhead. I shall dump these peas on your noggin.
But unlike Nabal, Abigail, his wife, had a clear mind and a wise heart. She kept a close eye on her husband's estate and did her best to keep him from destroying their lives with his quick temper.
Tell me, how was the flock this season? Have we lost any sheep to raiders?
Not a one, my lady.
But last season our sheep were attacked by robbers a dozen times.
We've had protection.
Protection? How?
David and his men have been camping nearby. As long as they've stayed near our flocks, they've kept us and the sheep from any harm.
Very good. I've heard some say David will be king in Saul's place. Has Nabal thanked David for his help?
Give thanks, Nabal. That was very funny, my lady.
I'll consider the matter. Let me know if anything changes.
The time for sheep shearing neared, and Nabal ordered a grand party to celebrate.
Music, drink, mutton, bread, cakes, raisins. Are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
But no peas.
No peas.
As Nabal ordered the festivities, 10 young men arrived to bring a message from David.
That outlaw, what does he want?
David says, "May you live long and everything go well for you."
Only what I deserve.
He says, "I hear that you are clipping the wool off your sheep. When your shepherds were with us, we treated them well. The whole time they were at Carmel, nothing that belonged to them was stolen. Please be kind to my men. Please give us anything you can find for us." So, yes?
Who is this David? Many servants are running away from their masters. Why should I give food to men who come from who knows where?
So, no?
Vamoose! And don't let the door hit you on the way out.
David's men quickly returned to camp. They found David's anger could be just as hot as Nabal's.
Each of you put on your swords!
In a short time, David and 400 of his men were marching up the mountain to confront Nabal. Word spread quickly. A servant raced to find Abigail.
David sent messengers to Nabal and asked for a share of food, but Nabal was rude and shouted at them, "You must do something or terrible trouble will come."
Abigail didn't panic. She took a deep breath.
We have to get ahead of this. Take a list, please.
On it.
200 loaves of bread, 200 bottles of wine, 5 sheep, a bushel of grain, 100 raisin cakes, 200 cakes of pressed figs.
Any peas?
No peas. Save those for Nabal.
What else?
Load it all on donkeys and start down the mountain. I'll follow.
As David and his men quickly climbed the mountain, the caravan of donkeys and gifts made its way down the steep road. David's anger grew as he neared the mountain estate. He gripped his sword tightly.
Everything we've done hasn't been worth a thing. I watched over this fellow's property, but he paid me back evil for good. I won't leave one of his men alive. What's this?
Donkeys? And looks like food for a feast?
At the back of the caravan, Abigail could see David as they met the donkeys. She took a deep breath, hopped off the donkey, and ran forward, throwing herself to the ground at David's feet.
Pardon your servant, sir. Please don't pay any attention to that evil man, Nabal. He's always doing foolish things. But now the Lord has kept you from using your own hands to get even. I've brought a gift for you and the men who follow you.
Abigail dared to look up. David was watching her closely.
The Lord your God will give you a kingdom that will last. That's because you fight the Lord's battles. He'll appoint you ruler over Israel. When that happens, you won't have to worry about how you killed people without any reason. The Lord your God will give you success. When that happens, please remember me.
Slowly, David nodded. He removed his hand from the hilt of his sword and reached down to help her up.
Give praise to the Lord. He has sent you today to find me. You have shown a lot of good sense and kept me from using my own hands to get even. He has kept me from harming you.
Prepare a feast for your men. You've earned every bit of it.
Go home in peace.
David accepted the gift and turned back instead of facing down Nabal. Abigail returned home to find her husband holding his giant party.
Nabal, I've made peace.
Peace? Ugh, hate him. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Though David didn't kill him, Nabal soon met a dreadful end. Abigail and her entire household were saved because she chose to get creative and make peace.